Hello. We're going to spend some time this morning in stretches. So if you have a practice where you really like to stand up and do a lot of the postures, you are welcome to do that. I would also encourage you some to do them seated if it'll allow you to stretch more. So I'll be doing most of the postures of the big stretches seated. We will stand some, but that's why I'm doing that, so that you can just really kind of feel into the stretch. So we're actually going to start standing, but I want you to stand sort of with purpose. So putting your feet underneath your knees and leaning forward where you feel your balance pivot point so that you can stand up without your hands. And just kind of slowly come to standing. And that's great practice to do instead of just jumping up, sort of protecting our back and our legs, sort of really doing that with purpose without your hands to strengthen our arms and sides. So first we're going to stand in mountain pose. So mountain pose, our feet are under our hips, our knees, ankles, hips in alignment, gentle, natural back, shoulders, pull them up first, and round them back, and then lower them down. Just a nice, strong, steady posture, soft knees, so not locking your knees back. And then our palms and thumbs just sort of gently pointing outward, not all the way out, not to strain, just a relaxed openness. Chin is parallel to the floor. Maybe gently close the eyes if you'd like. Just begin to sense your breath. Just being aware of your breath. Yoga means to yoke, to draw together. So we draw together our breath, our movement, our mind, just centering ourselves down through our feet into the ground. Just bringing yourself here into your practice. Breathe in through the nose and out through the nose. Set the morning aside. Breathing in, breathing out. And with awareness in your breath, just deepening the breath. Deepening the breath and feeling the effects on the body. Slowly exhaling through the nose. Inhaling deeply through the nose, feeling your chest expand. Feeling your breath dropping down through your body. And then exhaling anything we don't need. Very nice. 2 more breaths, just awareness. Very nice. And then putting a gentle bend in the knees, reaching down with the fingertips, just a strong down, reaching out to the side, hands up overhead, bringing the palms together. Inhale, stretch. And then exhale, lowering the palms down to our prayer mudra, Anjali mudra in yoga. And just kind of thinking of a word or phrase that sort of centers you. This helps with our distractions during your practice, something to come back to remind yourself to stay present and give yourself this time. Our intention, we call it. Nice and centered. Very nice. And then inhaling, reaching the hands back up. And exhaling, slowly floating them down. Very nice. So just to get some nice warm up here, we'll inhale, arms overhead. And exhale, bending to one side. So placing your weight evenly in both feet. Maybe stretching that outward hip out toward the wall. Inhale and exhale, not holding the breath. Good, and then inhaling, reaching with the fingers to bring you back up, sort of activating those arms, helps your back. Then exhale, draping to the other side, keeping our shoulders in line with our hips. Inhaling and exhaling, reaching out with those ribs and hips on the long side. And again, awareness for our lower back. We'll draw our belly to spine and then reach with the fingers, reaching up to help pull us to straight. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, lowering the hands down, palms to the low back, fingertips down. Inhale, and then just exhale, not so much a back bend. I don't want us to think about straining our backs, but supporting, pushing into the low back and reaching up with the chin. So if you know your body and your practice allows for a little more of a back bend, that's fine. But if your back is straight, you're just looking up. The hand helps with balance and back support. Gentle with the knees. Inhale through the nose and out through the nose. Good, 2 more breaths. Nice, then drawing belly to spine, lowering the chin, which will bring our back up sort of naturally and softly. Inhaling up. And then exhaling, arms down, placing them on the knees, slight bend to the knees, sort of just showing a safe way to get into a forward fold. So with your knees bent, palms on the knees for support, straight back, bending from the hips, bending forward until your back or body says it's time to stop, whatever works for your practice. And then once you're at your stopping point, just lower the head and allow your head to relax. If you'd like, you can lower your arms to your palm, to your calves. If you have a block or a book to bring the ground up to you, or even a chair, the seat of your chair, you can do that to allow your head to hang. If the floor is accessible to you, go for it, but no pushing, no straining. Two more breaths. Nice, and then before we come up, returning our hands to the top of our knees, pushing down through your feet, kind of pushing the ground away, pushing with your hands, engaging the belly to bring ourselves up safely, and inhaling up. And now as you exhale, coming down with your palm to the outside of the opposite hip. So just a gentle twist here. We're just sort of twisting your arm across the body, reaching out with the other hand. Just 2 breaths here, gentle twist. Good, inhaling the arms up, overhead to the front, and then exhaling gently down to the inside. Gentle twist, no big movements here, just sort of warming up. Nice, and inhaling up, and exhaling down. Very nice. Now we'll go ahead and sit. Getting into the neck a little bit here. We did a little bit with our forward and back folds, but dropping the chin, exhale. Letting your inhale really fill your lungs, stretches out your shoulders. And then exhaling out, maybe finding a little more comfort and range. If your neck is sore, obviously never do anything that hurts. Yoga doesn't hurt. And then inhaling, lifting the head up. If your neck feels weak, always an option to assist your head with your fingertips on your forehead. Inhale and then exhale, lifting the chin again. 2 breaths. Very good. Inhaling back to center. Inhale here, exhale, looking over one shoulder. Option to extend your gaze past your chin range. If your chin goes a certain point, then your eyes can continue. Breathe in, breathe out, don't hold the breath, relax the hands, relax the face, inhale and exhale. Good, if you've extended your gaze, gently close the eyes and then bring the head back to center, inhale and exhale over the other shoulder. Again, option to extend the gaze past the chin. Inhale and exhale. Again, nice at least one nice full breath in these postures. Filling the lungs just sort of helps you see where you're tight. And then you can exhale and hopefully release some of that. Maybe release the shoulders, the upper back, even the hips. Nice. If your gaze is extended, closing the eyes, bringing the head back to center. Now we're going to take one hand and put it under our seat, palm down. So the thigh is fine, wherever it's sort of comfortable for that arm to rest, fingertips or palm, whatever is comfortable for you, but palm down. And then enter into this stretch gently because it can be intense. So we're going to tip our head away from our straight arm. So inhale, and then exhale, gently lowering the ear away from that straight arm. Just go to the point of before the edge of your envelope, no straining. Breathe in, breathe out. Again, a nice full breath, sort of bringing a stretch from the inside. And then an exhale, allowing a little more range, only to comfort. Very good. And then inhale, if you can assist your temple, that's fine, lifting up. Releasing that hand. And then our other palm, palms down, either sitting on the fingertips, palm, whatever works for you. Nice big inhale and exhale, gently lowering the head to the side, knowing the side of the neck or shoulders or arm, elbow, whatever it's affecting might be different. That's okay. Inhaling and exhaling, awareness of our breath. Giving yourself one nice deep inhale. Really feeling into the stretch. Exhale, a little more range. Very nice. Then inhaling up, assisting with the fingertips if that feels nice. We never want to strain the neck. Little shoulder roll. Now we're going to open the arms wide, engage the hands, nice wide fingers, engaging the hands. And as we inhale, just gently coming back and finding your range with your arms out. So not just straining your shoulders, no shoulder straining, but we do want to sort of find our edge and hold there for a moment. Inhale, release a little bit, come in. Exhale, finding your range. Inhale, gently release. Exhale, finding your range. Inhale. Gently doing this, not pushing. Just every day, a little gentleness. And I've noticed a difference in the range of my shoulders. So we never want to hurt ourselves. But just back and forth, only to a gentleness. If that bothers your the muscles in your neck, always an option to drop the elbows. Just allowing yourself to move back and forth, just to your range, and then slightly back out of it. Very nice. Now lowering the hands, we'll do the same thing with our other shoulder range. Bringing the hands up, I want you to bend your elbows. I want you to clasp your fingers. So whatever point that you can do that, clasping your fingers together, and then palms up. Now for me, my arms go about this straight, not so straight, but if we put our fingers together, palms up, and just find your range, and then come out of it, up to your range, and then drop back, up to your range, drop back, and then hold at your range. Just being gentle with yourself. One inhale and exhale. And then let go and release the arms down. Whew, that woke my neck up. Now we're going to move down into our legs and hips. So moving into our goddess pose seated. I want to stretch first. So we're goddess pose, our knees are open. Pretty much as open as you can get your knees. So coming forward on your seat helps. You just want to stay balanced. You want to be able to see your big toes. If you can't see your big toes because your knees are collapsing in, then move your feet in to where you can get to the point where you can open your knees and see your feet. So here, just a gentle press with the hands. Very gentle again, not to strain. Nice straight back. Shoulders are down. We really want to concentrate and feel that stretch here on the inside of the legs. Maybe closing your eyes and taking some deep breaths so you really feel where the stretch is going. Inhale and exhale. Very nice. And then releasing that gentle push, we're going to add the arms here. So this is our full goddess pose. So arms are out, elbows activated, hands open, parallel to the ground if that works for you, or down, whatever works for your shoulders. But just engaging through the feet. So I want you to feel the strength in your hands, feel the strength in your knees, in your seat supporting you, your shoulders. This is just a strong pose for all of these joints. I have a little shaking in my legs even. Just a nice strong pose, but that's okay as long as it's not pain and just the muscles are active. 2 more breaths. Nice, then inhale, reach up. And exhale, float the arms down. Very nice. Now we're going to get into some side body stretches. Again, kind of focusing on really stretching today. What I'd like you to do is swing one leg around so that the side of your leg is toward the back of your chair. And then back your seat up comfortably to where your knee, your bent knee, is really close to the seat of your chair. So your seat, and here's my chair here. So my seat is really underneath my leg as much as possible. And what this does is allows your back leg some freedom. So whatever works for your back leg with your hip, that can either be straight back if that's in your practice with your toes to comfort. Usually they're pointing like toward the screen, toward same direction the chair is facing. Or bend the knee if you like your leg back, but you need your knee back, totally fine. Or if you want your leg straight and a little more toward the front of the chair, that will work too. So find your spot where you feel planted in your seat, strong in your legs, supported. We're going to lift our arms up, lower the hand over the straight leg, drop that, and then gently leaning back with that hand down the straight leg. Try not to press on your knee. We don't want to press. We're holding ourselves. And if this for you just means that you have your arm, one arm up and one arm down, and you're not going back at all, that's completely fine. Just relax into the pose. Don't worry about the posture. Feeling the strength in your seat. Breathing in, breathing out. Very nice. Then inhale, reaching the fingers up. Exhaling, lowering the hand down to the bent knee. And then bringing that forearm to the bent knee. So now you're leaning with your forearm on your bent knee, and your other arm, with your other arm, we're going to reach up over our heads, straight up toward the ceiling of the spine. If you think about a line from your ankle to your fingertips, and whatever posture that takes for you, I want you to think about your side stretch. So if you're in the chair, allow yourself to really reach with your ribs toward the ceiling. And if you are more comfortable with your hand down on the chair even, or tucked behind your back, totally fine. Just think of your toes to your neck. Stretching in a line. Breathing into the side body, hip stretch, rib stretch. Strong feet, relax the hand on the bent knee. A challenge here, if you like, is maybe to lift the bent knee for a moment for a breath, to really make yourself pull with your upper straight arm, not to put so much weight in the bent arm, and then lower back down. Okay, then inhale, bring the elbow back down, come a little up to seated, inhale. Exhale, reach out. Inhale, come to seated. Exhale, reach out. Inhale, back up. Exhale, straight. Inhale. And then one more straight. We'll hold that pose this time again. Breathing in, breathing out. Very nice. Then reaching again with our straight arm up toward the ceiling to bring us to seated. And then float that arm back down again to the straight leg. Bringing our other bent hand up again. For just 2 more breaths here in the back bend again. Very nice. And inhaling, stretching the arm up, lowering down to our bent knee. Very nice. We're going to switch into a gate pose. So our bent knee, we're just going to bring that to the front of the chair and keep our leg out to this, our other leg out to the side. You might want to come forward in your chair a little bit or scooch over just so you're comfortable with your leg either out straight or bent, whatever's comfortable for you. So we have our knee kind of facing the front, our bent knee, and our straight leg is toes facing forward if that works for you, but whatever allows you to have your legs straight. And inhaling up, exhaling over to the straight leg side. And here again, it's not about how far you go over. Think about your shoulders and your hips staying in the same plane. Inhale and exhale. Relax the hands, gentle smile on the face. Allowing yourself to feel your breath, feel the stretch. Very nice. 2 more breaths here. Try not to press on your knee on the straight leg. Very nice. Then engaging that upper hand, reaching toward the ceiling to bring us to seated. Floating the arm down, and then using your balance, your chair to balance, just taking that other arm over to the other side, away from the straight leg, balancing on your chair with your other hand. 2 breaths here. Nice full. And then on that inhale, reaching the fingers up and floating down. And now we're going to switch our gate pose. So we're going to bring the other knee to bent facing forward. Maybe shift to the other side of your chair and bring the other leg out to the side. So finding your comfortable spot. Access for your other leg to be straight. This side could be completely different, hip, knee, whatever. You do what you need to make your joints comfortable. Now inhaling up. Lowering the arm over the straight leg, keeping our shoulders and hips in alignment, reaching with that upper arm. But more about the reach and the distance, just feeling into the breath, into that side stretch. Your legs supporting you, not pressing on the straight knee. Don't press on the straight knee. If you want some support, raise it up towards your thigh. Challenge to not put your weight in your straight hands. Breathe in, breathe out. So nice, so strong. Gentle smile. Two more breaths here, you can do it. Good, and then a nice strong inhale, reaching our hands up, floating down. And then with our support of the chair, with our hand, lifting our other arm and leaning away from the straight leg. Shoulders and hips in alignment. Breathing in, breathing out. Really being present with where your breath is going. That allows us to stretch from the inside. And then our exhale just allows us to let go of what might be stiff, find a little more range. And it just keeps us present. 2 more breaths. Good, and then nice inhale, engaging the hands up, floating down. Very nice. Now bringing our knees back. Oh, whoops, almost missed the other side. Look at me. Okay, so we're gonna take this bent knee from gate, swing it to the other side. Almost missed the other side of our side angle. Scooting the knee back so that we have this posture where most of our leg is on the chair, but you're nice and balanced to free up our back leg to go behind you. So now we're facing more to the side of the chair. Gate, we're facing forward. This way we're facing more to the side. Finding that comfortable posture for your knee, ankle, whatever works for your hip. Raising the arms up. Dropping the hand on the straight leg. We'll come back for just 2 breaths. Good, and then next big inhale, reaching the arm up, and then lowering our forearm to the knee, and reaching with that straight arm up, creating our line from our straight leg all the way up to our fingertips. Reaching, feeling the strength in our seat, our feet. Challenge, if you'd like, every once in a while to lift that bent arm to really engage your core. And if you're trying that, really reach with your feet, with your straight leg and your straight arm. That'll help engage your core, drawing up from the pelvis up toward the shoulders. Totally fine to lean on your knee with your arm. Maybe just work in a second or 2 of lifting it and challenging your core. Inhale through the nose and out through the nose. Relax the face. Being in touch with your breath. Nice, 2 more full breaths. Find that stretch, release. Good, and then engaging the fingers, breath up, and lowering that hand back down, coming back up with our other arm overhead. Little lean back and see if now you feel any more range. Again, not pressing on the knee with the back arm, seeing if you can release that. Breathe in, breathe out. Very nice. Then reaching that hand up toward the ceiling and dropping it back down. We'll swing our knee around. Just keep your balance in the chair there. Come back to center. Tap out the feet a little bit. And then just to go into our goddess pose for a couple of breaths, now that we've done all that side work and powered through our legs, I just want you to feel a difference. I want you to not judging, it's not different, not better, not worse, but just feel the difference. Close your eyes for a moment in your goddess pose. And just allow yourself the awareness of your breath and how your body feels. Good, 1 more breath. Nice, then inhale, stretching forward, and exhale down. Very nice. Knees back. Now we're going to come back up into our, we're going to come back up to standing, but we're going to do a little bit of our chair pose exercise. So what I'd like you to do more is kind of mindfully how we talked about getting up out of the chair. Feet under your knees, nice straight back, leaning forward where you really feel your weight into your feet for support. And then with a challenge about your hands, lifting up, but only a little bit, and sitting back down. Let's do that 2 more times. Like the one squeakiest chair. Down. Once more. Down. And then this time, let's just lift to standing. Push the ground away. Straighten the knees. Very nice. We don't want to lose that ability, so work on it just a little bit every day. Very nice. Now for a little bit of a balance pose today, we're going to do 2 balance poses. Balance poses are so important for the health of our body. Just being able to balance on one foot and then the other helps line us up. If we really are mindful of our balance, it really helps keep our body in alignment. So before we can balance well on one, be aware of our body on one, we want to be aware of our body on both feet. So our mountain pose, like the beginning of class, grounded through our feet, bringing the support up from our feet, knees, hips, back, shoulders, neck, and head. And then gently rocking back and forth. So just rocking gently, very gently, just to feel your pivot points on your feet, back and forth. Come to stillness, and now side to side. Just bringing that awareness of our strong spots, spots that maybe need a little more attention. Come to stillness. Very nice. And then I'd like you to put one foot and heel toe your feet. So you're going to put your one foot in front of the other, heel to toe, straight line if you can. Always, always have your chair just right next to you. Sometimes just knowing it's there helps you concentrate on your balance. So just something close by, wall, chair, anything that's accessible to you. Now looking at your feet so that they're nice in alignment. And this first time you do it, I want you to watch your feet so that your ankles aren't collapsing. You find your distance. Come up on your toes, the balls of your toes to your comfortable spot, honoring what limitations you might have today. Making sure your ankles are straight. Come down to flat feet, and then come back to the heels. The heels are tough because we just don't have quite a wide of a balance point. But now come up onto the heels. We're going to be here for 3 breaths. You can use your hands out to your side, hands in prayer mudra, hands over your arms. One more breath. And lowering back down. We're going to come back to the heels. Same thing. I need the chair for heels. It's a little rough. Inhale and exhale. Awareness in the feet. What's holding you up? Good. One more time to the front. 3 breaths. Lower down, back to the heels. Very nice. And then just a gentle rocking, heel, toe, heel, toe. Just a little mini foot massage, heel, toe, heel, toe. Nice, come to stillness, and then step back with that front foot. Now your back foot's your front foot. Feeling your balance and coming forward on the toes. Again, not letting the ankles collapse, finding your range where your ankles can be stronger. Our balance will be different with this foot in front. So honor that and whatever your legs want to do. One more breath. Good, lowering down, coming back to the heels. Breathing in, breathing out. Nice, coming back to the toes. 3 nice breaths. And rocking back to the heels. Nice, and then a little back and forth. Little rocking back. And even this rocking back and forth motion, it changes our center of gravity and makes our body more aware of our balance. So you can do this in line somewhere and not look too strange. Very nice. And now we're going to do our tree pose. And if you've done tree pose before, if you haven't done tree pose before, I should say, what we're doing is balance with both of your feet. So bring your awareness into your feet. And then choosing a leg to you that maybe you feel is a better foundation for you than another. And rocking over your weight into that foot, just feeling your weight shift into the foot. Lifting the opposite foot, you're going to bring the knee up. Bring the knee out. I'm holding onto the chair here. And then lower the foot to the point that works for you. You can put your toes on the ground and rest your heel at the bottom of your calf. You can put the bottom of your foot completely on your calf. You can put your foot on a block, so you want your foot higher, but it needs a block. Like this, kind of gives you the sensation of the tree with a little support. So find your balance. And then choose your hands. You can play with it. One hand on the chair. But I want you to think about your body kind of hugging your spine all the way up. Really drawing your breath and your strength up from the bottom up to your top. Really brings the power and balance. If you fall out, totally fine. Just fall back in. 2 more breaths. Very nice. And then bringing our bent knee in, lowering the foot, and then bringing the leg to the ground. We just want to be careful as we move in and out of the postures. That's why we sort of do it slowly and deliberately. Now awareness in the feet. Shifting our weight over into our other foot for support. Bending the knee, bringing it out, and then lowering it to your chosen place. Floor, toes on the floor, block, calf. Finding your hands for this side. Holding onto a prop or propping your knee allows you to really breathe in and enjoy the balance. The balance will come if you feel tippy. It will come. You still use the props and allow yourself to breathe in, breathe out, and feel the strength in your supporting foot. Again, drawing that strength up, hugging the spine all the way up. Very nice. Now bringing that knee back to center, lowering the foot, and then bringing the leg back down. Very nice. Walking it out. Let's just for a moment, just sort of heel toe or feet. Just a little stretch of the feet, movement of the hips. And then just bring the knee up out to the side, just a couple times and touch down. Feel like we got into our hips today. Just need a little movement for the outside and bring our hips out. And other side. Just bring that knee out to the side, just a little touch up and down. Very nice. All right. Now we're going to return to our chair for our forward fold. If you haven't done this forward fold before, first of all, if you have any blood pressure issues or eye issues where your doctor has said don't have your head below your heart, then please don't do this. You can do it more with just your propping your elbows on your knees and just lower your head. That keeps your head above your heart, but does allow you some front fold relaxation. But many options here. Forearms on the knees. You can put a block or some sort of book or a small table or even another chair in front of you. Hands to the knees. If you have this in your practice where you can lower your head below your heart, then you drop the head Maybe resting the palms on the knees, whatever makes you feel safe so you can relax. Maybe hands are wrapped around your knees, holding onto your calves, hands on the top of the feet, hands on the top of the feet, hands on a block. But find your spot and then allow yourself to fall in and relax. Drop the head. And then gently just nodding the head, yes, no, so that you find that it's relaxed. We usually stay here for about 1.5 minutes. If at any point that's too much for you, just come up very slowly, supporting your hands on your knees and pushing up gently. I'll bring us out of it, but if you have, you want to come out earlier, always your option. But here in this forward fold, just so good for our circulation, our mobility, our flexibility. Relax the face, relax the toes. Breathe in, breathe out. A slow, deep inhale and exhale, helping you find what might be tight and what you can release. Inhale through the nose and out through the nose. Now gently bringing the palms, leave your head where it is, bringing the palms of your hands to the top of your knees. Take an inhale, not a deep one, just a nice natural inhale. And as you exhale, push the palms through the knees, slowly rising the spine. And then with your eyes closed, just sit, feeling that circulation, allow yourself to orient. Gently open the eyes if they're closed. Just allowing your body to reorient to being upright. Very nice. Now bringing the knees together, we're going to move the knees around to the side of the chair, both knees facing the side, so that our side body is by the back of our chair. We're going to move into a twist, and having the back of the chair here just allows this twist to be a bit more accessible, and we can relax into it a bit. So we'll raise the arms up, and then as we move our arm, we're going to slowly bend first the belly, ribs, shoulders, and then our arms. And you can choose to put the arms out if you'd like. If you're holding on to the chair, not grip, just knowing that it's there, and also maybe giving yourself a gentle access to your range. Most important is to breathe in through the nose and out through the nose, steady, even breaths. Feeling your inhale and all the nice places that it's going. Exhale, relieving any tension, giving us a little more access. Breathing in, breathing out. Extended twists are so nice. They can relax us if we're tense, and they can also energize us if we're sluggish. They're really very special. Now inhaling, we're going to come out of it, unwind our head first, then shoulders, ribs, belly. Nice little shoulder rub, maybe shoulders up and down, feels good. And then bringing our legs around to the other side. and arms up, inhale, and exhale, lowering down to the chair, belly, shoulders. Again, not gripping, not a tight grip or forcing yourself, but just allowing your breath to drop into the twist. Inhaling in all this goodness, exhaling out any tightness. Relax the shoulders if they feel drawn up to your ears. Relax the face. Inhale and exhale. Very nice. And inhaling, unwinding with our head, shoulders, ribs. Again, those gentle twists are something that are great for in between emails, if you're sitting at your computer, if you're watching television and you're sitting in a chair. If you don't want to be at the back of your chair, you're at a couch, just bringing your arms up and just slowly doing the rotation from the belly, ribs, shoulders. Then you can use the side of your knee under your, prop the other hand under you. So there are lots of ways, but just do it gently, go into it gently out, and allow yourself to stay there and breathe. All right, now we'll, before we head into our rest, we're going to reach out with our arms. Inhale, out, out, nice stretch. And exhale, give ourselves a nice hug, a little shoulder massage. And then holding onto the shoulders, just sort of rocking from side to side, just a little last side body stretch. Good, inhaling, arms up, arm out. And exhaling, other arm on top, shoulders, rubbing the shoulders, a little side to side, let's stretch here. Very nice. Arms out and lower. Very good. Okay, for our feet, let's point and flex, point, flex, kind of an active point and flex, flex, point, flex. And now hold in the point. Hold now in the flex. Very nice, hands down. And then engage your left leg, just engage that, tighten everything, your foot, your calf, your knee, your thigh, your seat, almost to the point where it's shaking. Engage that left leg, shaking hard, tight, 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 and release. Now your right leg from your foot, calf, knee, thigh, tight, 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 tight. And release. And our hands, let's palms up and then down, up and down. Very nice. And then lowering the arms into a fist. Both of your arms, fists, tightness in both arms, all the way up to the shoulders, really tightening almost to the point of shaking, just tight, 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 tight. And release. Now our face, just scrunch your face like you have a drawstring on your nose, drawing it all in, scrunching. And release. And a nice wide mouth with the tongue out, eyebrows up. And release. And then before we have a couple moments of stillness, just take any movement here for a couple seconds that your body needs. Just feel, what do you need? Or you can settle, work out the kinks, anything. And now for our rest time in chair yoga, you have several options. You can sit and rest here in your chair. Sometimes it feels nice to have a pillow under your feet or a blanket over your lap, Also nice to move to a comfortable chair or even your bed or on the floor, whatever feels nice. But we're going to sit for a couple minutes in silence and just use this time to feel everything your body has done for you and everything you've done for your body. Bringing your breath in, just a nice steady breath, maybe returning to that intention from the beginning of class of just what brings you here and what brings you joy. So gently closing your eyes, dropping the chin slightly, palms up or down, whatever feels comfortable for you in a relaxing pose. And just steady your breath, allowing yourself calm, relaxation. Your feet and legs are relaxed. Your hands, arms, and neck are relaxed. And your thoughts are set aside. Your intention and your breath moving in and out. Calmness and peace. Gently becoming aware of your breath. Sending your breath down in through your fingers and toes. Bringing gentle movement. Your wrists and ankles, gentle movement. If your eyes are closed, dropping the chin, gently opening the gaze. Nice breath. And then lowering the hands, bringing them up overhead, dropping them into our prayer posture. And just being thankful for this time, for yoga and ourselves. And may we have love and light and peace and joy within ourselves. And may we share that love and light and peace and joy with others. Namaste, everyone.